More than ever, customers equate quiet with quality. And the new Sierra sets a new standard in the segment for interior quietness. James Netherland, vehicle system engineer, body and exterior, explains how one design feature helps significantly block noise from entering the cabin.
We want to try to isolate the customer from the outside environment. So, one of the biggest examples of that would be where we changed our door architecture from a door that went over the roof, or a door which would call an aircraft style door, to an inlaid door. So the door now is set inside the body opening. The primary benefit for inlaid doors is that we reduce the amount of wind noise that gets into the cabin. A big way that we're able to do that is we can execute a triple seal system on the door and the body. So now we have the primary door seal is on the door, we have a secondary door seal completely around the periphery of the body, and then we have a third door seal around the cut line of the door to stop the wind from getting into the crack between the door and the body.
There are also underbody shields that reduce turbulence, especially at higher speeds. Wind noise is also reduced with the more angled windshield and the sleek aerodynamic outside mirror design. The powertrain is another source of noise, and we've taken serious steps to block that noise from entering the cabin as well. Vehicle performance engineer, noise and vibration, Chuck Lamont explains.
Regarding powertrain noise and trying to quiet it down, we kind of came at it from three fronts. First of all, trying to quiet down the powertrain itself through induction system tuning and exhaust system tuning. Second thing we did is trying to block out some of the noise with our front of dash treatments, the area right in front of the customer between the interior and the engine compartment. And then the third thing is we've got a series of content in the vehicle that helps absorb noise, the noise that gets through the various barrier systems we have. It absorbs that remaining noise to make it a quiet experience for the customer.
Chuck mentioned the tuned air induction and exhaust systems. I'd like to add that this is the first time a valved exhaust system has been used in a pickup truck. You'll notice the reduced idle and exhaust noise and improved fuel efficiency with more usage of AFM. We also isolated the fuel pump beneath the V of the engine, which helps block the noise a high-pressure direct injection fuel pump can make. Our competitors mount the pump on top of the engine. The pump solenoid is also revised to get rid of that ticking noise you often hear with direct injected engines. NVH reducing mounts are also employed throughout Sierra to absorb noise. Here's Marv Zurich, vehicle performance engineer, noise and vibration, to explain.
There's basically two things you want your engine mount to do. One, for very small displacements of the powertrain, you want it to isolate that out so that it doesn't get back up the frame through the body mounts and into the cabin. The other thing you need your mounts to do for large gross motions is to control that powertrain, to stop it from moving. So we have hydraulic powertrain mounts. They're very soft when you have just small inputs. The hydraulics kick in when you have large inputs and hold that powertrain steady. The shear style body mounts now, as we move back from the engine, help to eliminate both engine vibration as well as road inputs. So anything coming into the frame, anything that remains getting into the frame, still has a path into the body, and that's through these body mounts. Now a shear style mount, the reason that they've been more effective than the compression mounts that we had in prior generations is they're infinitely more tunable. You can tune the truck the way the truck needs to be tuned to keep that vibration away from the customer. Well, the other thing that we have, the hydraulic mount, which is the last mount in the vehicle, that's where the frame gets the most vertical motion going over any sort of vertical input. And the hydraulic mount then has the ability to dampen that vertical motion, virtually eliminating any vertical response that the customer would feel in the cab.
Add in Sierra's electric power steering system, the retuned shock absorbers on the suspension system, low rolling resistance tires, and sound deadening materials strategically placed throughout the vehicle, and the new Sierra sets a new standard in the segment for interior quietness.